6 months ago, I owed $5,200 in credit card debt on a $3,000 a month income as a single parent with 2 kids. The minimum payments were $180, and some months I could barely make them. I felt suffocated, ashamed, trapped in a cycle I didn't know how to break. But 6 months later, I paid off $2,353 of that debt. 2 cards completely gone, and I'm on track to have the final $2,847 paid off in 3 more months. Not because I got a raise, not because someone rescued me. I used a 3-step system that works on a tight budget with zero margin for error. If you're drowning in debt right now, this is your roadmap. Here's exactly what I did month by month. Step 1. The debt audit. First, I stopped avoiding the truth. I pulled up every debt account and wrote down the brutal reality. Credit card 1, $2,847 at 19.9% APR. Minimum payment $85. Credit card 2, $1,653 at 22.4% APR. Minimum payment $55. Medical bill, $700 at 0% interest. Minimum payment $40. Total debt, $5,200. Total minimum payments, $180 per month. Then I did something that changed everything. I went to unbury.me, a free debt calculator, and entered my numbers. If I only paid minimums, it would take 9 years and 2 months to pay this off, and I'd pay $3,418 in interest alone. I stared at that number, $3,418. That's a used car. That's 6 months of rent. That's a year of groceries. And I was just handing it to credit card companies for the privilege of staying in debt. That's when I got angry. Not at myself, at a system designed to keep me paying forever. And that anger, that became fuel. Your move tonight. Open every debt account. Write down what you owe, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. Then go to a debt calculator and see how long it'll actually take. Let that number scare you into action. The truth is painful, but it's also the only way out. Here's exactly what I did, month by month. Step 2. Find the money first. Before I could attack the debt, I needed to answer one question. Where was the extra money going to come from? Because $180 in minimums was already stretching me thin. I needed to find at least $200 more per month, ideally $300 plus. So I did a 30-day money audit, tracked every single dollar. Here's what I found. Cut number 1, subscriptions, saved $85 per month. I had Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Spotify, Amazon Prime, and 2 apps I forgot I'd subscribed to, $91 per month total. I kept Netflix and Spotify, canceled everything else. My kids didn't even notice. Cut number 2, groceries, saved $120 per month. I wasn't buying fancy food, but I was shopping without a plan. Walking into the store and figuring it out meant buying ingredients for 3 meals I never made and going back midweek for more. I started meal planning on Sundays. 30 minutes, 5 dinners, 1 list, 1 trip. Groceries went from $520 per month to $400 per month. Cut number 3, car insurance, saved $68 per month. I spent 30 minutes getting quotes from 3 other companies online. Same coverage, lower price. 1 phone call, and I was paying $68 less per month. Cut number 4, sold stuff I didn't need. $400 one time. Old furniture on Facebook Marketplace, kids' outgrown clothes, unused electronics. I made $400 in 1 month and put it straight toward debt. Cut number 5, no spend weekends, saved $77 per month. Every other weekend, we declared a no spend weekend. Parks, library, board games at home, bike rides. Free activities my kids actually loved more than the stuff I used to pay for. Total found $350 per month plus $400 boost. Not sexy, not a side hustle, just finding money I was already wasting. Quick check-in, are you still with me? Because this is where most debt payoff advice stops. They tell you what to pay, but not how to actually execute it month by month. That's what's next. The exact play-by-play of how I paid off 2 debts in 6 months using what I call the hybrid stack. This is the part that actually makes it work. Stay with me. Step 3. The hybrid stack method. Medical, $700. Card 2, $1,653. Card 1, $2,847. I tried the debt snowball. I tried the debt avalanche. Both failed me. Snowball said pay the smallest debt first, but my smallest debt had 0% interest, while my other cards were bleeding me at 22%. Avalanche said pay highest interest first, but that was also my biggest balance. Watching it barely move killed my motivation. So I created the hybrid stack, win fast, then kill interest. Here's how it worked month by month. Phase 1, the quick win, months 1 to 2. Target, $700 medical bill at 0% interest. Strategy, get one debt to $0 fast for psychological momentum. Month 1, paid $180 in minimums across all 3 debts, threw $350 extra at medical bill, applied $200 from the $400 I made selling stuff. Total to medical bill, $590. Remaining balance, $110. Month 2, paid $180 in minimums, threw $350 extra at medical bill. Medical bill, gone. First debt, dead. That feeling, watching one balance hit 0, that's what kept me going. Phase 2, the interest killer, months 3 to 6. Target, credit card 2 at $1,653 and 22.4% interest. Strategy, now I had $390 a month to attack this card, $40 freed from the medical, plus $350 extra I was already finding. Month 3, paid minimums on card 1, $85. Through $445 at card 2, $55 minimum plus $390 extra. Card 2 balance, $1,208. Month 4, paid minimums on card 1, $85. Through $445 at card 2. Card 2 balance, $763. The balance was dropping fast now. I could see the end. Month 5, paid minimums on card 1, $85. Through $445 at card 2. Card 2 balance, $318. Month 6, paid minimums on card 1, $85, through $445 at card 2. Card 2, dead. Second debt, eliminated. 2 debts gone in 6 months. Phase 3, the final push, months 7 to 9, in progress. Now I have $530 a month to attack the last card, $85 minimum, plus $445 freed up. At this rate, card 1 will be paid off in 3 more months. Total time, 9 months from start to completely debt-free. Not 9 years, not $3,400 in interest, 9 months. Same income, different strategy. The hybrid stack rules. Kills smallest debt first, quick win regardless of interest, then attack highest interest rate, save the most money, roll every freed payment forward, never reduce total payment, never stop until every balance hits 0. The math is simple. The mind is the hard part. Let me tell you about month 3. My car broke down. Check engine light. Wouldn't start. The mechanic said $400 to fix it. I'm standing at the counter, he's waiting for my credit card, and my brain is screaming, just put it on the card. That's what it's for. You need your car. But then I heard another voice, my own voice, the one that said, that's the voice that kept you in debt for 3 years. So instead, I pulled out my phone, checked my baby emergency fund, $280 saved. I paid $280 in cash, asked the mechanic if I could pay the other $120 over 2 weeks. He said yes. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't comfortable, but it wasn't new debt. And that night, I didn't hate myself for the first time in years. Month 4 was harder. My daughter's birthday. She wanted a party at the trampoline park, $40 for her and 3 friends. I wanted to say yes so badly. The guilt was crushing me, but I'd already spent the kids' fun fund for the month. So instead, we had a backyard party, homemade cupcakes, water balloon fight, scavenger hunt. And you know what she said? This is the best birthday ever, Mom. Not because of what I spent, because I was present, not stressed, not checking my bank account mid-party, not drowning in debt guilt. Just there. That's when I learned my kids don't need me to go into debt for them. They need me to be okay. The mindset shift? I stopped seeing every no as deprivation. I started seeing it as freedom in disguise. Every dollar I sent to debt was a dollar I'd never give to a bank again. That's not sacrifice, that's power. The math gets you out of debt, but the mindset keeps you out. The results. 6 months in, here's what changed. Financially, paid off $2,353 of my $5,200 debt. 2 cards completely eliminated. Avoided $1,200 plus in interest I would have paid. Credit score went up 47 points. Built a $600 emergency fund while doing this. Emotionally? But you want to know the real win? Last week, my son asked if we could get pizza, and I said yes, without checking my bank account first, without calculating if I had enough, without the panic that used to hit me every time my kids asked for something. I just said yes, because I knew the money was there. That's what debt freedom feels like. Not rich, not fancy, just calm. I sleep through the night now. I don't wake up at 3 a.m. doing mental math about bills. I don't avoid my mailbox. I don't feel my stomach drop when my phone buzzes with a payment notification. I check my bank account and I don't feel ashamed. I feel proud because that $530 a month I was sending to credit card companies, now it's building my kids' future, going to savings, creating options I didn't have before. I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm building something. And that feeling, that's worth every single no I said to myself over these 6 months. If you're in debt right now, here's what you do this week. Step 1, write down every debt. Face the numbers. Step 2, find $100 this month. Cancel 1 subscription, sell 1 thing, cut 1 expense. Step 3, put that $100 toward your smallest debt. Just start. Then comment below, I have blank dollars in debt and I'm starting today. I'll reply to every single person with your next specific move. Grab my free debt payoff tracker in the description. It's the same spreadsheet I use to track every payment. You're not bad with money. You were just using a system designed to keep you stuck, but not anymore. Let's do this together. And next week, I'm showing you exactly how I'm building my emergency fund while finishing the last debt. Because getting out of debt is step 1. Staying out, that's the real game. You've got this. See you in the next video.